"Ma'am, your bag," he called out, jogging after her as apples rolled across the sidewalk. She turned startled just as a bottle of juice teetered and tipped. Without hesitation, he knelt, scooping items into the torn paper bag like it was second nature. She was stunning. Hair pulled into a sleek twist, jacket tailored to perfection, heels clicking with authority. But there was nothing glamorous about her frustration as she scrambled after fallen groceries. "I'm okay," she muttered, tone clipped, defensive. He didn't argue, just handed over the bag with a tired smile. "I know," he said. "Still figured I'd help." He looked like he could use help himself. Hoodie faded, sneakers worn, his little girl beside him clutched a teddy bear missing an eye. They weren't flashy, they were surviving, but his eyes held warmth, his kindness effortless. "Thanks," she said more softly now. "You're welcome," he replied, already turning away. That should have been it, a one-time kindness, a quiet moment between strangers. But fate had more in mind. 2 days later, they met again in the same parking lot. She was juggling a prescription bag and a phone call, visibly stressed. He was behind her, carrying cough syrup and a sleepy kid. "You again?" she said, raising an eyebrow. "Guess I'm stalking you now," he grinned. "Don't worry, I left my cape at home." This time she smiled, a real one. After that, they kept bumping into each other. At the grocery store, at daycare pickup, once at the laundromat when her washer flooded. Their conversations grew from polite nods to casual jokes to something warmer. He told her his name was Jake, a single dad doing his best since his wife passed. She said her name was Ava. That was a lie, but she wasn't ready for him to know the truth. Ava, or Miranda really, had been hiding for 2 years. The Miranda Cole, Hollywood icon, red carpet royalty, tabloid tragedy. After a public meltdown and a brutal betrayal by someone she loved, she disappeared. New haircut, new wardrobe, new name. She didn't trust easily, not anymore. But Jake wasn't interested in fame. He was interested in honesty, in showing up. When it rained one night and he was walking Lily home, soaked through and jacket wrapped around her, she pulled up beside them without thinking. "Get in," she said. He hesitated, then saw Lily shiver. Pride lost to parenting. They rode in silence, until Lily coughed. Miranda reached back without thinking, gently pushing wet curls from the girl's face. That one tender gesture broke whatever wall stood between them. After that came coffee, dinner, walks with Lily, grocery trips without drama. She laughed more. He looked at her like she was human, not headline material. For the first time in years, Miranda felt real again, but the truth sat between them like a ticking clock. One night after Lily was asleep and the kitchen smelled like burnt pasta, she decided it was time to tell him who she really was, but she never got the chance. Before she could speak, headlights lit the windows, then shouts, then cameras, paparazzi, chaos. They'd found her. In seconds, Jake's quiet world was shattered. "Who are you?" he asked, stunned. She tried to explain, tears in her voice. "I didn't lie to hurt you. I just wanted to be normal. With you." But it didn't matter. The blogs exploded. Lily's photo circulated. Jake, a man who trusted almost no one, had been blindsided. He packed a bag and left that night. And Miranda, no, not Ava, fled too. But not to hide. This time, to heal. She poured everything into writing. Her memoir, Becoming Real, hit shelves 6 months later. It wasn't about fame. It was about trauma, truth, and the single father who helped her see life beyond the spotlight. It was raw, painful, honest. Jake bought a copy the day it came out, read it in one night, underlined passages, cried into his pillow. She hadn't lied to protect her fame. She'd lied to protect the only genuine connection she'd known in years. He thought about Lily, about burnt pasta, about the sound of Miranda laughing without camera flashes nearby. One spring afternoon, Jake walked into the coffee shop they used to visit, and there she was. No makeup, no bodyguards, just Miranda, apron on, pouring lattes and smiling like someone who'd finally stopped running. She looked up, nervous, hopeful. "Thought I'd try real life again," she whispered. Lily ran to her like no time had passed. Jake followed slower, but he was smiling too. No big reunion speech, no flashbacks, just groceries, laughter, and second chances. That night, they didn't talk about tabloids or betrayals, just what to make for dinner and what bedtime story to read. Because sometimes the most unforgettable stories don't start with fairy tales. They start in parking lots, with broken bags, bruised hearts, and the courage to show up anyway. Miranda didn't need saving. Jake didn't need fixing. They just needed a moment of truth and each other. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma below. And remember, sometimes love doesn't show up in grand gestures, it shows up with groceries.